Moving on now, the first high-level talks between the United States and Taliban officials have concluded. The talks held in Doha were the first high-level meet between the two sides. After the US's troop withdrawal from Afghanistan, the US described the talks as candid and professional, but reiterated that it would be judged on the Taliban's actions, not words. In the meeting that lasted through Saturday and Sunday, US and Taliban officials discussed humanitarian assistance, counter-terrorism plans, and evacuation programs, among several other issues. Sources tell WION that during the talks on the aid program, the United States set transparency as the prime condition, and the US also asserted that Taliban leaders' delisting from the UN sanctions list and unfreezing of the assets, Taliban's assets, depend on the formation of an inclusive government as well as granting women their rights. Terrorism and humanitarian aid were no doubt the major topics of discussion between these two sides. In the meeting, it was also asserted that the Taliban will not share intelligence as part of their counter-terror actions. Now, earlier on Saturday, talking specifically about terrorism, Taliban spokesperson Suhail Shaheen had said that the group has ruled out cooperating with the United States to contain extremist groups in Afghanistan. And then speaking exclusively to the Associated Press, Shaheen said, I'm quoting here, there would be no cooperation with Washington on containing the increasingly active Islamic State group in Afghanistan, and that we are able to tackle Daesh independently. Note that ever since the Taliban captured Kabul, the Islamic State has come up as an active national threat on more than one occasion. They've carried out multiple attacks across Afghanistan and were behind the latest suicide bombing where around 60 people lost their lives. Speaking to the Afghan news agency, Taliban's Foreign Minister Amir Khan Muttaqi also said that trying to destabilize the government in Afghanistan does not do any good to anyone, and the United States must refrain from taking any such actions. Speaking on the high-level meet, a spokesperson of the US State Department said that US delegation focused on security and terrorism concerns, and that the US delegation reiterated the Taliban would be judged on their actions, not their words. Beyond this, focus was also on human rights, including meaningful participation of women and girls in all aspects of the Afghan society. Now, Taliban press release on the meeting said that while political issues were discussed and that full implementation of the Doha agreement was considered, the best way to resolve problems, humanitarian aid should not be linked with political issues here. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.